FPL viewers, boy, we certainly have a battle, or two to be exact today. I am Shinji, captain of the House of Evangelion, and I'm
Rob.
joined by...
Hi, I'm Charlie. I'm the captain of the Toxboxers. Rob, we didn't discuss this intro.
Yeah, we didn't. But, we're here, and we've got a battle that Jason versus Cameron. It's the, what's Cameron's team name again?
The Die Guys.
Die Guys versus,
Trash of Primary Hands.
Primary Hands. I don't know why I
Yes.
said houses.
You're good. Yep.
So, this battle, at least the first teams we got stacked up here, this is an interesting one because it's, in at least these battles, Cameron has a very stacked team in his second battle and not one in this battle. And Jason's team is kind of, I'd say, more balanced all around. He's brought some heavy hitters this battle. I'm thinking like Zapdos, Rampardos hits hard. And then the other battle, he has other ones. It's more split up.
Yeah.
But the key factors... Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, yeah, I agree. I think I've noticed that Cameron definitely has a certified like team 2 in this battle. A lower point team, whereas Jason, and I think that's more just kind of his team philosophy, where he has the point spread between both of his teams. But yeah, I know one thing that you were talking about before the battle was Smeargle being present in this battle.
So Smeargle is an artist. And the thing with artists is they do like anything. But I mean, if you've seen some art, I've been like this, SCP of a painting. I'm like, who painted this? The point I'm getting at here is Smeargle gets every move in the game, barring like I think Dark Void. Because
no, it does get Dark Void.
Doubles. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's just I think ban.
Oh, I think Dark Void fails now if Darkrai doesn't use it or something weird. Because people kept using it in doubles. The point of this in singles is pretty much Smeargle's set is it uses Spore and sets up hazards. And so, to be fair, into Cameron's team, Spore hits 5 of his 6 Pokemon, and he pretty much has to switch in Zarude if he wants to specifically use it to take a Spore. So that's kind of the situation Jason gets put in. And of course, Smeargle could, again, run literally anything. It doesn't really have the offensive stats to use it, but
yeah, I
any
mean,
move is nice.
There's definitely a variety of different sets on Smeargle, but you were talking about that Zarude, and I think Zarude is going to be kind of one of Cameron's key Pokemon this matchup because it gets a lot of great coverage for Jason's team. I mean, its stab hits everything on that team at least neutrally, other than Guzzlord. And it does get close combat for Guzzlord, so that might be a Pokemon that we're going to see do a significant amount of damage this battle.
And then looking at the other team, I think the one of the key factors, so for both teams, this is where Cameron has a bit of a stacked team. I'll say this too, I don't know if we've seen it, I think we have. Corsola, deceiving Pokemon, you think it's weak, it's actually extremely good with an Eviolite. So I guess he does have Banette and Hoopa. This is also the first time we see a certain Dottler has the potential to dot a lot.
Yeah, so Dottler is, that was one of Jason's kind of surprise picks during the draft. And
that was one of his last ones, right?
Yeah, I think it was his round 11 or 12 pick during the draft. And it is, I think this is the first time we've seen it. I don't think he brought it to any of the one battle weeks, but it gets a lot of great tech. It gets Sticky Web, it gets Screens, I think it gets Recover. I'm sure it gets like Infestation Toxic or something like that. So there's probably a lot of great utility that you can run on that thing. And with an Eviolite, Bug Psychic's not the best defensive typing in the world, but with that Eviolite, it could definitely tank a few hits.
You know when the two Metapods have the Harden battle in the anime?
Yes.
I wonder if we'll see Corsola and Dottler go up against each other.
The world's longest battle.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well,
what's the biggest key factor with this matchup, though, we'd say?
That's a great question. Honestly, I'm
thinking it's just raw power on Cameron's side. Look at it.
Yeah.
He has Pokemon... They're raw power in the form of offense or defense.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that defensive core of Milotic Umbreon that we've just seen tank so many hits this season. Obviously, Mega Aerodactyl is a huge threat. Aegislash is great offensively and defensively. And I think it'll just come down to whether or not Jason has the firepower to get through this team and the ability to switch into some of Cameron's more offensive threats. Because, if Cameron can take down Infernape or Caparaja early, Jason may not have the ability to actually get through Umbreon and Milotic.
My actual advice for anyone, Cameron's one of the best people in the league, I'd say. This is good with any Pokemon battle, but beating Cameron is all about prediction. If Jason can outpredict enough times, Cameron's team will be whittled down. If he can't, it gets extremely difficult to beat that kind of team.
Yeah, he's gonna really have to read those switches. But let's see if he does that. Let's get into the battle. All right, we see the Zaru lead right away to try to dodge that Spore immediately, and there's the close combat.
And he goes for the kill. He's out for blood.
Yeah,
well,
dude.
Not the Smeargle, but the Zaru. And he just webs it up.
Mm-hmm. So
he saves the Smeargle, switches Dwayne, the Zapdos Johnson, and wow, that does a lot of damage.
But he gets the Paralyze, and that's huge because now the Zaru doesn't outspeed Zapdos anymore. And Zapdos is just going to be able to roost up. Now, he is out-damaging him with Darkest Lariat, so Zapdos may have to do something. We might see a Heat Wave here, or just another Roost, you never know. There's the other Roost.
He Roost.
And, yeah, I don't know.
So he's reloaded his Pokemon now and gets it. Wow, crit Heat Wave, though.
Wow, and that does a lot of damage, but the Stone Edge is able to...
Could be no guard. That'd be cool.
It could be no guard. I personally think...
What does that name mean?
I don't actually know.
Oh my god.
There's the Pursuit on Rampardos.
Wow. I bet he wishes he could reload that turn now.
And
why did he switch this in?
I don't know. One thing I have noticed about there's a close comment, does nothing to the Zatu. One thing I've noticed about Cameron's team is he doesn't really have any hazard removal right now. So
and you know what? He doesn't have much bulk either.
No, other than a potential defog on Comfy, which I know he doesn't really like running.
What is that nickname?
I also don't. I think he changed that later. Wow, a Crunch out of
Cameron,
Durant.
What are you...
A Crunch out of Durant is able to just immediately pick up the KO.
Let's see.
And honestly, I don't really know what Cameron's going to do about this Durant right now. Although the Body Slam does a lot more than I would have thought.
Rocky Helmet. What an interesting item for a Zapdos.
Yeah, era Zatu.
Oh, I bet, yeah, he can smell the Spore coming.
But it's just rocks.
Yep.
And this is, he's kind of doing what, now he kind of tries to just predict this. I think he's predicting a switch there, but either way, he's able to pick up the kill. Now, Jason's kind of doing what I did against Cameron, where I just try to stack as many hazards as I possibly could, which I
feel like Rampardos is the, actually Durant, yeah.
And there's the Iron Head just able
no first impression. I guess he doesn't need to.
Yeah, Iron Head's able to deal more damage to the switch-ins too.
True.
And there's just the Iron Head right away.
Wow.
I don't know about that one. I would have... Oh, but the flinch. I was going to say, I would have...
hate to see it.
But then the miss. And,
he claps back with a serve.
Yeah. That's the one issue with Durant, is that hustle ability. It's just so difficult. That's why I like Hone Claws on it a lot, but I think Jason
it's good synergy.
Yeah, I think Jason might have opted for a Choice Band there, or a Choice Scarf.
I think Comfey, just sweeps now.
Yeah, well,
looking at the rest of Jason's team,
I think the big question is going to be can it Oko Rampardos? Because if that Rampardos is max speed, like I would have thought it is.
Wait, why'd he switch?
He might not be confident that he can Oko Guzzlord with a Draining Kiss. Guzzlord has a lot of HP. While it is 4 times super effective, Comfy's special attack is not the best. And while Guzzlord is able to pick up a KO here, now Comfy's going to be able to get the Draining Kiss KO.
I guess it determines if Rampardos can live a priority Giga Drain.
Yeah, and Giga Drain is...
clap back with the Head Smash or something.
Giga Drain is not stab, so it's only a 75 base power attack, and Rampardos is not the most bulky Pokemon, but it's this non-stab attack might not do the damage that it needs to.
It all comes down to
And there's the Giga Drain. It delivers the Giga Drain.
All right.
And now it's up to... And it misses the Head Smash! Oh, wow.
You know, I kind of thought an interaction that might happen is... I wondered if Mold Breaker prevented the priority recovery. That would
that would have been interesting. It's only... I believe it's only for your moves.
Okay.
Yeah, but... Wow, that's heartbreaking.
80 accurate moves hurt.
I almost would have thought that he was going to bring Iron Head for Comfy, but he just brought Head Smash, and I mean, that's Showdown. That's Pokemon right there.
Hindsight really is 2020.
Yeah. Well, honestly, a really impressive performance from Jason, kind of being able to navigate this team, setting up the sticky webs. But at the end of the day, you know, he just makes that miss, and Cameron puts himself in a position to win. So
now we get to see the next battle is, does Cameron get the ratio? That's the new name for like double dub I kind of came up with.
At this stage,
ratio them.
At this stage in the FPL, 2-0s are just so important. If you can get 2-0s, it boosts your ranking by so much. So let's go ahead and see if Cameron can pull it off.
Arrow versus the Dotlerizer is dotting time.
So here's the Dotler right off the bat.
Insta Mega and Insta Taunt.
It's Taunt Aerodactyl. So this might be Cameron's like defensive Mega Arrow set that he's been running recently, which is like Taunt Defog.
Oh no, it almost happened. Of course, Balloon. I love myself a balloon.
You do love your air balloon.
Sucks.
Yeah, the immediate burn is really rough for this Copper Raja, because that's just going to cripple the honestly insane amount of damage that thing can do.
You know, Dotlerizer tries using Sticky Web. What does that actually affect on Cameron's team? If I'm going to be real.
Yeah.
Like, I'm slow anyway. Melodic's slow. Aegislash just wants to be slow. Like, and Dartrix and Arrow are immune. Like,
yeah,
I don't actually know if that's worth it.
That's a great question. It might. I guess it's because I know Cameron runs the Milotic speed invested sometimes, so it might be that. But outside of that Milotic, I don't know. But the defog is just gonna clear it anyway.
I wish that would have done more. That's a cool set for Dottler.
Yeah, I forgot it gets body press. That is really good. And then we see the Caparaj switch
pretty
back
strong.
in.
It's a pretty strong balloon. I'm gonna be honest.
It's survived for a decent amount of turns now. Yeah. Now we see the rocks go up. Oh wait, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
Well, I was gonna say like Caparaj is so big, like.
Oh, dude,
it's a red balloon.
It's like the.
You'd feel like it would take 99 red balloons.
Wow, that's a good one. It's
I'm
like
part German, so.
It's like the house in Up.
And it is. I'm Up.
Okay.
I don't really know. Hey, look, it's MVP versus MFW. Lol. That's really funny.
Yeah, this
well, they don't think it's funny. They're going to sleep.
This Dartrix may be one of the more questionable picks on Cameron's team. I don't really know if it's
Cameron hypes up some of his picks, I think, a little bit too much.
Well, like, to be fair, the Frogadier has been really good for him so far, but the Dartrix, I don't know. I would have maybe gone for something different at 0, like a Perugly maybe, but either way, the Infernape comes in on the foul play, and it just seems to be a battle of switches right now. You know, just
that's what I'm telling you. Cameron battles are switch heavy. Encore's an interesting choice. It's just Cameron has so many answers. He just immediately can switch in on a Pokemon and it does nothing. See, Infernape has to withdraw.
And he has recovery on almost all of his Pokemon. He has recover on Milotic. He can wish past to everything else with Milotic. I know, or with Umbreon. I know he's run Roost on the Aerodactyl before. So, almost everything on his team gets recovery. I mean, Strength Sap and Roost on Dartrix. Well, Strength Sap on Corsola, Roost on Dartrix, but yeah. At this point, it's just a battle of maneuvering, and it's
this really is like. Well, I guess it's not an unstoppable force versus it's two immovable objects that are just. I guess Hoopa could be the unstoppable force. Nope.
Yep, and Hoopa just gets completely walled by this Umbreon. I don't know what.
Does it get Dazzling Lean?
I don't think it gets Focus Blast, but it's not even gonna 2-hit. It's not even gonna 2-hit, and it immediately goes down to the foul play. Wow. And without that Hoopa, I don't really know how Jason takes care of this.
Hey, maybe if Copperjaw wasn't burned.
Aegislash anymore, because this Infernape doesn't really look like it's a super offensive set. It's Will-O-Wisp Encore.
Will-O-Wisp. Which interesting set.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the set I would have run on this battle, especially with the stab Infernape gets being so good into Cameron's team. But that's the set Jason's opted for. And at this point, it just seems to be kind of a battle of, for Cameron at least, waiting it out. I know Jason's got these Regenerator Pokemon, or at least has one in Slowbro, but if Jason's not able to actually put up any meaningful damage on Cameron, he's just going to slowly take some Stealth Rock damage on everything on this team. And yeah, there's the foul play.
And that could probably with that kind of damage that would pop 99 red balloons. Like, and now it just kills. Yeah, I think like I hate to call it so early, but like Infernape comes in and then we're gonna see Melodic fucking switch in, like or even Corsola or actually Infernape. I don't know what Slowbro does here. He yawns, but Cameron's just gonna switch.
Yeah, Slowbro.
I guess he gets a free regen turn, but that just like the situation's gonna reset in like 2 turns.
Yeah, and it also just doesn't get coverage to deal with this Umbreon. So as soon as it runs, like if it's just Slowbro left, as soon as it runs out of slack offs, it's just dead. But
yeah, and it's toxic anyway, so it'll probably die before it runs out.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about an interaction quick with that Caparaja. The burn does not have attack; it only has the power of attacking physical moves. So that foul play was at full power. That is a full power foul play.
That's interesting.
And yeah, I mean the Corsola gets burned, but the burn is almost good for Cameron here because it just means it can't be toxic, you know.
Yep.
So Will-O-Wisp is I really like it as tech on Infernape, but if I were Cameron or if I were Jason, I would have just opted for. I would have probably just opted for an offensive set here.
I think Cameron doesn't mind being anchored into switch. What am I saying? Encored into strength set.
Yeah, I don't think Cameron cares right now because, if you switch, he's just going to get a full strength sap. And if you don't switch, Infernape's just going to die to Toxic. And Jason, really, I don't think he's running slack off on that Infernape, so he doesn't really have a way to heal it. And with this taunt, what does Slowbro even? Yeah, what does Slowbro even do?
He's predicting. You know what? I'm gonna use a future sight right now. I predict future sight is not gonna really impact Cameron's team that much.
Yeah, I bet you know Slowbro's probably just gonna go ahead and stay in. Or Umbreon, sorry, not Slowbro. Slowbro might as well stay in. It's probably dead either way. But there's the Infernape switch.
Mid Wukong.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I think it's a League of Legends reference. And then just Umbreon.
I'm the type to go. Top lane.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think some might disagree with that, but now it is running slack off, but it can't stay in. Otherwise, it's just going to take.
It doesn't win the war of attrition because it's toxic.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And you know what? Jason's Pokemon. You know what I think would be good? How about instead of I'm sounding mean. I don't want to sound mean, but I'm like I feel like if he wants to run stall Pokemon, toxic is better than burn.
Yeah, that's the thing. On
burn
this
only cripples like 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, on this Infernape, I would have run toxic because while this Umbreon does like to run Heal Bell, if you can maybe get a toxic off on Corsola or get a toxic off on Milotic before it's able to put its burn up, those are huge outcomes. I mean, even toxicing Umbreon gives you a turn where you have to.
I was going to say that still breaks the tempo somewhat of Cameron's team by making him.
Yeah, he has to click Heal Bell. Yeah, and if you're Infernape, you can kind of exploit that by maybe clicking Close Combat immediately afterwards.
Exactly.
But if you don't have Toxic or you don't have Close Combat, there's just nothing you can do. I'm actually going to go ahead and speed the battle up here because...
this is just going to be switching.
Yeah, at this point, it's going to just be switching. And I'm actually going to put it into fast real quick.
You're fine.
Because I really just don't think Jason has a line here. I mean, Cameron's team is so bulky and has so much recovery that Jason's basically just switching until his whole team goes down. And even with this Regenerator, even with the... even with like the slack off, I just don't think Jason really has a line here.
You know, this reminds me. I'm a history student, and so to put an analogy for our history viewers in the audience, when Napoleon invaded Russia, it kind of stalled. This isn't even that.
I thought you were gonna do a China thing. I didn't think that this was gonna be yeah.
Well,
honestly, sometimes battling Cameron's team does feel like invading Russia in the winter, because you just seem like you can never really make progress.
A China analogy, I don't really. I mean, it's like you know how like the war on birds like ended up hurting more than it helped.
Yep.
I feel like Jason's team is hurting him more than it's helping with not running toxic instead of burn. Also, damn Bennett. I wish Bennett was better. It's such a cool design.
Mega Bennett, I think, would genuinely be really good if it got more than like 3 types of coverage. Because
it's Ghost, Dark, and
Ghost and Dark are basically the same type offensively.
Yeah,
they're super effective against the same things, and the only other coverage moves it gets is Gunk Shot, which can be good, but is not.
Oh shit! I think we're no, we're not at the end times yet.
Nope, he's still fighting there with this.
This is really like what's the movie where it's Planet of the Apes? It's like the last ape. Well, I guess that's
don't the apes like win? Isn't that the whole point? Yeah. I guess in the first one they like took over. I know I've seen the more recent ones, but I don't remember a lot about them. Yeah,
I've never seen them.
I remember liking them.
Stance change.
Yep.
It's kind of like how Napoleon's army kind of changed from an offensive to a defensive army.
This battle's so long.
Oh my god. Hey, I know a battle that's longer.
Yeah.
Wait till we get to that one.
Well, folks, if you like long battles, I would recommend you watch all of Jason's battles because they last like 80 turns every single time.
Hey, folks, I don't know if this is good for the algorithm, but you can also put us on 2x speed until this ends. Like,
yeah. Just increase that watch time, those watch time stats, you know?
It goes down, I think, though. It does go up. Yeah, when you speed it up, I think.
I have no idea.
There's like some weird, like, YouTube inner mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you've burned... Is Asia Slash even physical? Yeah,
it is, but it's probably, you know, like, this thing is going to die to rocks as soon as it comes back in. Yeah, so it's just... Alright, well, he goes for the slack off there, but now he's taking more toxic damage, and he's kind of going to be out-toxicing his healing at this point, so...
My face is not the little poggers that Slowbro's doing.
Man.
Like... he literally has it my face when... Yeah. You don't think Slowbro's pogging?
I suppose he is. Honestly, at this point, if I'm Cameron, I'm just going to keep clicking Shadow Claw over and over again until this...
I know, I was going to say, if we had a battle where someone just clicked a move over and over, that would be...
Well, he went for King's Shield, but now the Infernape dies to Toxic. Or, well, he'll die to the Shadow Stone.
Well, that's an interesting interaction, I guess. The King's Shield fail... Oh, wait. Did he try to use it twice?
No, he just didn't attack. It's just...
Okay, wait, that's an interesting action.
Yeah, Protector...
You still got hit by a move.
Yeah, Protect and King's Shield does fail if your opponent switches, but Future Sight goes through... Even if it succeeded, Future Sight goes through Protect. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's not as interesting as I thought.
Well, that's part of the reason why Future Sight's so good, but yeah.
Here we go.
And then, yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, so
shit!
Jason,
he got a kill!
Jason is able to pick up a KO for differential. And now Slowbro's probably just going to go down to Toxic.
I bet if it was Specs, it would have killed.
Probably, but I don't really think Spec Slowbro is a set. on Galarian Slowbro is probably pretty good, but it's not really a set on regular Slowbro. But yeah, that was the...
Cameron got the ratio.
Cameron did get the ratio. He got the 2-0, and a pretty good differential to go along with it. You know, the 5-0 on the second battle kind of makes up for the 1-0 on the first battle.
5-0, 5 guys.
Yeah, Cameron had 5 guys remaining.
Well, I mean, some of them might have been female.
Well, probably. Statistically, probably. Yeah. Would you like to do the outro, or would you like me to do the outro?
These were good battles. We are the 5 Guys Pokemon League. If you want to see more of our stuff, subscribe. Only like 5 of you are actually subscribed, like people who watch our videos.
We have like 40 subscribers now, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to like make fun of how like the Minecraft YouTubers.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I haven't really.
And then you can always leave a like, and then if you made it this far in the video, you should really comment that you like the 5 Guys Pokemon League.
Yeah, comment I like the 5 Guys Pokemon League if you like the 5 Guys Pokemon League.
And Shinji from Evangelion.
Yes.
Also to be Evangelion.
What? Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.